For over 80 years, the sacred banks of the Narmada River played host to a living mystery. His name was Sri Brahmananda Brahmachari. No one knew where this ancient sage had come from, or what past he left behind. He simply appeared at the holy site of Ganganath, settling beside a self-manifested Shiva Linga for the final 8 decades of his incredibly long life. Some whispered that his true lifespan extended well beyond 200 years, a timeless soul anchored in the changing tides of late 19th century colonial India.
To the world, he was a towering yogi. To those who met him, he possessed the pure, innocent joy of a child. His ashram became a sanctuary, a legendary resting place for pilgrims undertaking the grueling Narmada Parikrama pilgrimage. Brahmananda looked after everyone, the weary traveller, the destitute, the forgotten. Even the local street dogs found a protector in him. Day after day, a strict rule was observed. The sage would never touch a single morsel of food until every visitor, every outcast, and every animal had eaten their fill. It was in this atmosphere of absolute selflessness that the extraordinary became ordinary. Among his many devoted seekers was a young Sri Aurobindo who sought out the sage, drawing deep spiritual guidance from his silent presence for his own historic journey.
Spontaneous miracles seemed to follow the sage like shadows, though he never claimed them. The centre of these wonders was often his simple cloth bag, which devotees affectionately called Annapurna Maika Jola, the bag of the goddess of nourishment. One afternoon, while walking through a village market, a poor old man ran up to offer the sage a humble handful of spinach leaves. Brahmananda blessed him with a smile and dropped them into his empty bag. Moments later, the king and queen of Baroda, both ardent devotees, passed by in their royal carriage. Stopping to greet their master, the queen jokingly remarked, "Maharaj, your bag looks very heavy today. We hope for a blessing, a taste of prasad."
She added wistfully that she hadn't tasted grapes in a very long time. It was well past the season, and grapes were nowhere to be found in the region. The sage smiled, reached deep into the cloth bag containing nothing but spinach, and murmured, "Dekh mai, tere bhag mein kya hai? Let us see what fate has in store for you, mother." From the depths of the bag, his hand emerged holding a flawless, fresh, heavy bunch of grapes. The onlookers and the queen were frozen in dynamic astonishment, left utterly speechless by this effortless display of yoga vibhuti, or yogic power.
But his power was not merely for wonder, it was a shield for the defenceless. On another afternoon, the sage walked into a town square to find a British police officer raising a whip against a young boy. Before the blow could fall, Brahmananda simply looked at the officer. Instantly, the air grew still. The officer found himself completely paralyzed, trapped in time like a statue, his arm locked rigidly in the air. For several agonizing minutes, he stood frozen in utter frustration and helplessness. Yet, in that profound silence, something shifted within the officer's heart. Standing face to face with the immense calm aura of the saint, his anger melted away. He realized the cruelty of his actions and the divine presence standing before him. Seeing the change of heart, the sage spoke softly, advising the officer to always act with compassion. With a gentle wave of his hand, the invisible bond broke, and the officer fell to his knees, finally able to move, entirely transformed. Swami Brahmananda left his physical body in the early 20th century. Yet, along the Narmada, his presence is still felt, a reminder of an age where dynamic spiritual power walked hand in hand with absolute humility.